Hey everyone, this is Brahm here from Brahmin Solutions. I'm the founder and CEO of Brahmin Solutions. So in this video, what I'll be going over is how to connect Shopify with Brahmin Solutions and how does the two apps communicate with each other. All right. So first thing you would want to do is you would want to connect Shopify from the Brahmin side. Currently, you cannot connect Brahmin Solutions from the Shopify side. You have to do it from the Brahmin app, added as an add-on. So if you have the older UI, it's the same exact thing. It's just the what do you call it? The flow is a little bit different. So first thing you need to do is you need to click on settings and then click on add-ons. If you have the newer menu, which will be you just directly on the main page, just click on add-ons and then go to integrations. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the integrations page. It is click on Shopify. All right. Next thing you need to do is click on the Shopify Plus button. One thing you want to grab from your Shopify store is that sub URL. So here it is. So let me type in the store name. Let's type in the sub URL. Let's install the Shopify app, which is automatically going to direct you to the Shopify end. Let's click on installing our app. Okay, and then what it's going to do is there's a few options here. It's going to ask you, so set quantity available for this store to match, and this dropdown is the warehouses within Brahmin. So our warehouse is called New York. So you're basically saying the quantity available from our warehouse in Brahmin, New York, will be set to match the store. Okay. And then the default fulfillment warehouse, again, it's, our warehouse in Brahmin. Basically, you're saying all the orders coming in from Shopify will be going into that specific warehouse in Brahmin. And then this is the primary location in Shopify that we are syncing inventory from Brahmin to Shopify. All right, let's click continue. And then here is the syncing of the price lists. So you want to make sure that your currency and Shopify currency are the same. So when you're mapping the price list, you want to make sure the currencies are the same. So if your store in Shopify is wholesale, you can map it with the wholesale price list. If it's retail, you map it with the retail price list. You can make Brahmin Solutions the master of price. What that means is anytime you make changes to your retail price for all the linked products between Brahmin and Shopify will automatically update the price. Okay, so let's make that active. And then options on products. You can link products between Brahmin and Shopify. You'd want to set this to start off. Way our system goes out and links the products is it looks at the SKUs and looks at the corresponding matching SKUs in Shopify and then just links them together. And then here's the option of making Brahmin Solutions the master of stock. If you make us the master of stock, as the availability of products change, so if you're a manufacturer producing products and your availability goes up, we'll automatically increment Shopify. If you purchase and then you sell, as soon as you purchase and you receive the inventory, your availability goes up, which will then trigger an update to Shopify. All right, so we're going to make us the master of stock. We can also allow to sync product details like product descriptions from Brahmin to Shopify, and also we allow the product image and variant sync between the two systems. So I'm going to let that go for right now. Let's continue. Here's the order section. So if you want to download whatever the open orders are, you click that. It will download the open orders. You can also download returns. So if you enable this, that means that anytime a return is created in Shopify, it will automatically be created in Brahmin. If you want to send fulfillment updates from Brahmin to Shopify, you have the ability to do so. So where you would turn this off is if you're a third-party logistics company and you're really using Brahmin as more to manage, see your overall inventory, and you don't want fulfillments to go from us to Shopify, right? You can also click this button to say use store number, which will basically download the store number, whatever the order number in Shopify is, we'll download that and create the same exact order number replica. Okay. You can also tag sales reps. And also you have the ability to skip accounting when orders come in from Shopify to us. The reason you'd want to use this is if you have a lot of orders and you are integrating with QuickBooks Online or Xero, and you don't want a clutter of customers. If you have, if you're placing like 5,000 orders from Shopify or 10,000 orders, you don't want every single customer to go into QuickBooks, and QuickBooks tends to kind of slow down when you have a lot of customers and a lot of data. So what you do is you can skip accounting for Shopify, and then at the end of the month, since Shopify typically is business to consumer, so all of they're paying, they're paid before the order is created. So what you can do is at the end of the month, create one big invoice based on your sales and sync that up to QuickBooks or Xero. All right. And you can also enter email IDs to get notifications for unlinked orders. So we're going to click finish. All right. The system is going to tell you, hey, products are getting synced. Orders are getting synced. Please be patient. All right. So now once the sync is done, this is where you're going to come to. So here's the overview, the SKU side. Okay. The SKUs will show you what are the linked products. So you can see that there's there's actually 4 products linked: the table, green apple juice with the different variations. And then here's the unlinked tab. So if any product is not linked, they will automatically appear here, and then you can go in and link it. So for example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink a product. So let's take one of these. So if this product, let's say, was unlinked, right? Unlinked, it would be an unlinked. You just come to click link, and this is where you'd manually link. So, all right, link it. Products are linked. All right. And as you can see that since we are the master of stock and the master of price, the Shopify price and the WMS price are literally the same. And then the same thing with the stock, right? Here are the orders. So we didn't click on download open orders. So we wanted to keep it blank. So if your orders are linked, they would appear in the linked section. And then if they're unlinked, they would appear here. So unlinked are failed orders. So orders typically, like 99.9% of the time, they won't fail as long as your products are linked together. And if they do fail, it's typically because products are not linked. And you just have to go in and find those products that are not linked and then link them. And then the order the order would just relink back into the system. All right. So here's the settings. Again, these are the settings that we set up as we were creating the account. So you can go back and change a few things if you need to. All right, and here are the logs. So you can see that the log we have we unlinked the product from WMS and then we relinked it again. Okay, so any orders that failed, any products that haven't synced, you'll see that in the logs here. All right. A few things. Our system allows you to do multiple Shopify stores. So if you want to add multiple Shopify stores, go back into the Shopify section. So you see here we have the staging demo Shopify store. You just click on the plus and then just follow the same process we just followed before. So add a new Shopify store. So there's no limit to Shopify stores. The limit is really on your subscription. So depending on your subscription, you can add as many stores as you need to. All right. So stores are linked. Let me now go through, let's go into the Shopify side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place an order. Okay. We're going to place an order and then see how that order comes into Brahmin and then how it gets fulfilled in Brahmin and how does it go back to Shopify. All right. So we're going to take an order here. It looks like there's an order here already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly basically duplicate this order. So let's go to more actions here, duplicate it. Okay. And this order right now is it's in a draft status, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it as paid. In Shopify, an order is not an official order until you have either marked it as paid or you can put it as, pending, which will then give you a actual order number. We're creating orders manually, but essentially your customer would be creating the order from your storefront. Okay, so create the order. All right, and it should give you a order number 1002. Order has been placed. For customer Brahm, that's me, right? And then let's go into our account. Let's go back to home. All right, and let's go into outbound. All right, so where you would find this orders are in the outbound and view sales. So if you go to outbound and view sales, you'll see that the order of 102 is now downloaded. Okay, so if I click on this, all right, you will see that this product, all right, so it's 1002. It has the item number, everything. So everything would flow in. If there's a shipping price or a shipping cost, it would also automatically download. This looks like there is no shipping cost. So if you have shipping costs and things like that, they would automatically be added on here. So what I could do is I can just create another I'll create another duplicate so we can see how the shipping flows in. So let's add shipping. Let's go expedited here, apply it. Mark is paid. So while that order is being created, create an order. Just a few things here. So you'll see that if I go back to the view sales, I'll see my new order come in 1003. You'll also see that the order comes in invoiced and paid because the order is paid from Shopify. So let me click on this a little bit. This is the new order that comes in. So here it is. We have the table and we have the expedited shipping charge with $6.90. Okay. If I go to the invoice section, you'll see that it's been marked, the invoice has been created, and it's also been marked as paid, and it keeps track of the payment method, staging, demo, manual. So this was a manually paid order, right? So our system also knows that it's manually paid. And what you would do is if you want this to sync up to QuickBooks, you would want to make sure you map the payment account from Shopify, right? That come in from Shopify to us, and then you want to make sure those payment methods that are created in our system are automatically mapped to the QuickBooks account accordingly so that we can, send the payment in, right? And since it's not mapped, you'll see that the payment has not synced in, all right? Okay, so now what? The order is here. As you can see here, before we can continue with this order, the order is, you'll see that the availability is -3. What that means is you do not have enough to fulfill. So if I go to the inventory tab, I'll see that for this table, I essentially have nothing on hand, right? I've allocated 3, as a result, allocated is basically your total sales that are requiring this quantity. So it's 3 and you'll see that availability is -3, okay? So this is a perfect example for us to show how inventory levels sync back and forth. So if I go over to the Shopify section, go to the products, you will see that the table also has a -3 availability. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly adjust this product, okay? So I'm going to go to the inventory tab and do just a quick inventory adjustment. So what this will do is this will show you as soon as you add inventory or change the availability within our system, automatically Shopify is updated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the table. All right. I'm going to put it into storage. All right. I'm going to adjust a quantity. Let's just adjust a quantity of 5. All right. So essentially the availability now should be 2. So let's put in the unit cost of 50. This table has a batch number. All right. BT. Let's add that in there. Add the adjustment date. Click adjust. Okay. So now we have adjusted this product in. So let's go to the inventory tab. Let's look at view variations. And you'll see that the table now is an availability of 2. Allocated is still 3. On hand is 5. So I've added new in. Okay. So now if I go over to the Shopify side and I refresh it, you will see an availability of 2 here. So if I click on this product, you can also look at the inventory history of this product. So I can come down here. You see that the quantity available is 2. It syncs in instantly. So if I look at view inventory history, what it's going to say is manually added. This is, since I'm using our demo account right now, our development account, it's going to say adjusted by dev app. So you'll probably see it as Brahmin Solutions, like the exact name. Okay. You'll see that we adjusted +5. As a result, quantity is 2. All right. So now let's go through and actually fulfill this order. in Brahmin, and how does that affect Shopify? So I can, once you have enough inventory, you can actually go directly to the shipping tab. You can pick and pack it. You could barcode, if you have a barcode scanner, you can just click this and, barcode scan your products if you need to. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just pick it automatically, have the system bulk pick it. Or actually I'll just pick it myself. So come down here, enter in a location. And remember that this product is batch tracked. So if your products are batch tracked, if you do the auto pick, the system will automatically pick it for you. If not, you can come down here and then select the batch. As you can see, we only have one batch. So I'm just going to select batch, click save. And batch tracking is essentially useful for companies like food and beverage companies. If you're using lot numbers, works a similar way. All right, save it. I'm going to click pick. All right. One thing our system does do is we integrate with ShipStation. So if you want the orders to be sent to ShipStation, what you can do is you can click pack, and then an option comes up where you can send an order to ShipStation. For this store, we don't have ShipStation integrated. But if you do, you'll have the option of sending it to ShipStation, where you can print the label and all the information from ShipStation would come down to our system. And then if the order source was from Shopify, it would go back to Shopify. So here I'm just going to do it manually. I'm just going to say UPS, click pack. I can also do a direct pack without having to go to do the pick and pack either. So I'm just going to enter a dummy tracking number, and then I'm going to mark it as shipped. Okay. So inventory is the order shipped. You'll see that the order is fulfilled. So if I go over to, the order number is 1003. If I go over to Shopify and I look at all my orders, you'll see that order 1003 is fulfilled. So if I click on it, right, you will see that the tracking information is UPS 90165, which is exactly the same tracking information that we've set up here with UPS. So the carrier and the tracking number will automatically flow into Shopify, and then you'll also see that it says Brahmin Solutions has fulfilled this, and it will also send out an email to your customer. Okay, so that's essentially how Brahmin Solutions and Shopify works. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to email us at support@brahmin-solutions.com, or you can reach out to our sales team, who can give you a demo of our platform as well. All right. Thank you for watching.